Welcome to DeFi Crypto today. Our topic today is Giza DAO, another own fork on the Fantom network. As own fork goes, this one's okay. It's nice. It's new. It's about 2 weeks old or a little less. It started December 1st. And it's got a very juicy 1.9 million% APY at the moment. So yeah, that's pretty good. Current index of 1.6. So if you bought one Giza token at the beginning and you staked it, today you have 1.6 Giza tokens. So it's not so bad. So if we look at this here, this is the place where the magic happens, people. When you buy your token, you need to stake it. Okay. Now, the first time it's going to show approve, okay, and so after you bought your token, and I'll show you in a minute where you buy them, you need to stake them. If your tokens are listed on the first line here, that means they're not staked, and that means you're not earning 1.9 million%. If you want to earn 1.9 million%, you have to stake. So the first time you stake on this website, you have to approve staking first. Okay, so you hit max, you hit approve, and then your Metamask at some point should pop up. Of course, it doesn't want when I ask for it. So anyway, it will pop up and it will ask you to confirm that you're approving this. All right. Once it's approved, the button changes and it's called stake. Okay. So once it's changed, you hit max. It's going to take this value here and put it there. And then the stake button is going to appear. And you hit stake and you confirm again in Metamask. So the first time you need to confirm twice in Metamask. After that, if you buy more Giza tokens, you only need to stake once. Okay, you only need to hit the button once, the stake button. The approve button never shows up after that. Okay. All right, and once it's stake, the value of your Giza token disappear from here and appears here at sGIZA, which means stake Giza. And when it's stake, it's earning 1.9 million% per year. Now, per rebase or reward, okay, it means 3 times a day it's going to earn 0.9%. So you're going to earn per day around 2.7%, give or take. Okay? And it's compounding. Compounding means you're earning interest on the capital plus on the interest. And each time there's more interest every 8 hours, you're earning on all that on top. So every 8 hours, you're earning more and more and more and more and more and more interest. Okay? Paid out to you in sGIZA tokens. Now, if you were to do this for 5 days and you stay staked for 5 days, you would earn 14.45%, which is huge. Okay, there are not many investments that are going to earn you 14% in 5 days. Think about that. Okay. So if you start with $1,000, you earn in 5 days $144 approximately. That's really huge. Okay, and that's why you should be happy with this. Okay, it doesn't need to be much higher than this for you to make a lot of money. All right. Now I want to show you a secret. Before I do that, if you want to buy the token, you can buy it on Spirit Swap or on Spooky Swap. So if we go on Spirit Swap, it's going to look like this after the page refreshes. Okay. So by default, it's going to say Fantom tokens. And then here it's going to say Giza. If you click on the link there, it's going to automatically put the Giza token here. Okay. Don't need to worry about it. So if you've got enough Fantom tokens, you can select that. If not, you can choose another token. They have a ton of different tokens here. So whatever you've got in your wallet, you should be able to swap it for Giza tokens. Okay, and once they're here, they're going to to go into your MetaMask, and to make them visible, you go back here and you go add token to wallet. So you want to add the Giza token to your wallet, you click like this, Metamask shows up, and you hit the add token, and you're going to have this listed inside your wallet. And that's a regular Giza token. Okay, all right, I already did it, so I don't need to do it again. And then the sGIZA token is the stake Giza token. You want to see that in your Metamask as well, so you hit the button, and then you can add that token as well. Now, I've done it already, and what it looks like, if Metamask wants to go operate, you go in the asset section and you see your Giza token and your sGIZA tokens. Okay, so before you stake, they appear here. After you stake, they appear here. They move from this to this. Okay, all right, so let's look at the dashboard, because I want to show you something special. Right now, there's a $10 difference between the Giza market price here and the backing per Giza. You're getting $10 extra here for free. You're paying $17 to get $27. Okay, what's this stuff? It comes from the treasury here. Okay, and what's in the treasury? It's got Giza tokens, DAI tokens, MIM tokens, and more DAI tokens. DAI and MIM are stable coins. They're all valued at $1 each. So that's cash. Okay? Plain old cash. Here, and you also have some Giza tokens as well in there. So that's the backing. Okay? There's a ton of cash in there. Okay? This is a bag of cash that's worth $27, and you're paying only $17 for it. You're getting a $10 bonus. Okay? This bargain. Okay, if you don't know what a bargain is, that's one. Okay, you're paying less for more. Isn't that logical? Okay, that this is a bargain. They're giving you all this for only $17. It's almost half price. Come on. Okay, why is this happening? Because people are panicking, because the market is, like, if we look on CoinGecko, it's red all over. Okay, the only thing that's not red are stable coins, but all these are red. Minus everywhere. Okay, people are panicking like crazy. Okay, why? Because Bitcoin went down, and because people are scared of COVID, people are scared of everything. They're scared of their own shadows. There's nothing to fear. Okay, stop using your emotions and sell everything in sight when you hear bad news on television, because there's always bad news on television. I don't even watch the news anymore. I don't read the news anymore, because it's designed to make people act in fear. Okay, that's the trick. That's what sells the news. Okay, fear. Okay, so when there's a lot of fear, you see a lot of red everywhere. Okay, and that makes people act emotionally, not logically. And for the people that are logical, they look at this and they say, oh my God, I got a bargain here. Also, to be logical here, you have bonds. Bonds is like getting the Giza tokens at a discount. Unfortunately, right now, the discounts are negative. Okay, this happens when too many people buy the bonds. Okay, so this is market pressure. It's not because anybody is trying to steal your money. Okay, it's because the bonds were very, very popular. Okay, and right now they are selling at a negative discount, so you're losing money. You would lose 2.45% on this one if you were to buy this bond. So don't buy it. Just go on Spirit Swap or Spooky Swap and buy it straight there. Okay, this way you're not losing any money. All right, now I want you to have a look at the calculator. This is a very useful, important tool, okay, to understand how much money you can make with this. And then I'm going to show you a graph, because I noticed something bizarre in my eyes. It's very bizarre. Okay, I noticed that a lot of people are not staying staked. They buy the token and they expect the token to go up. This is not an altcoin. This is not Shiba Inu, okay? It's not Doge, it's not Ethereum, it's not anything. These are rebase tokens. These are tokens that earn a ton of interest. And you should not care that much about where the price of the token is going. Why? Because the interest is so darn huge. Okay? Think about this. Over a year, what you invested, okay, is going to go up 1.9 million%. So who cares if the token went down 50% or 80% or even 90%? This more than overcompensates for any loss that you are making short term. Okay, use your noodle. Okay, so let's say I'm going to give you examples. Okay, so let's say that you bought 10 tokens at this price. So you paid $174.20 to buy 10 Giza tokens. Okay, it's possible. Now, I'm not even going to use this super high APY because it's not going to last forever. So let's use something more reasonable that we can see on Wonderland, for instance. Okay, Wonderland currently has 80,000%, but I'm not going to even use all of it. I'm going to use half. Only 40,000%. Wonderland is like the most successful ohm fork, okay? And it's giving 80,000% right now, okay? But let's say this project is only half as successful, okay? So long term, let's say it only gives us 40,000%. Because this, we're pretty sure it's not going to last forever. So let's assume the worst case scenario, it goes down to 40,000%. So what price did I pay? I paid today's price, okay? This is the price at purchase, so I paid this price. So let's talk about the future price, okay? Let's make it really bad. Let's think that the price of the token is going to drop further, okay? Let's make it $4. So it dropped like more than 75%. So, right? Okay? It's possible, right? It's possible that the APY goes down from 1.9 million% to 40,000%. Yeah, that's possible. I'm making it as bad as we can imagine right now, okay? And is it possible that the price would go down from $17 to $4? Yeah, it's possible if the market is super bad for the next several months, okay? Because I'm going to show you what happens when you have this much interest, okay? And the price of the token went down from $17.42 to $4 in a day, okay? So I have that terrible timing. I paid $17, and in a few hours later, it dropped to $4, and it stays at $4 for a whole year. A whole year. I'm stuck at the token that lost 75% of its value for a whole year. Think about that. Okay. So what does the calculator tell me? So let's say I stay staked for half a year to start with. What happens? So I started with 10 tokens, I end up with 191.9 tokens after 6 months. My $174.20, that's how much I paid, okay, is now worth $767. So that's not bad, right? And even if though the price dropped 75% or more, I'm still making a handsome profit. But I want to show you something more. This is nothing. I only waited 6 months. What if I wait a year? Let's try that. So 365 days. How many tokens do I have now? 4,000 tokens. How much money do I have now? 16 grand. I started with $174. If I just be patient for a year, I have 16 grand. $16,000. Even though the interest rate dropped considerably, even though the price of the token drops over 75%, I mean, those are not good, okay, odds, right? But the power of compounding interest made this very, 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 very profitable. I'm making almost 100 times my money if I just wait a year. Okay? Make that very, very clear in your head, okay? Buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling this type of token is useless. You waste time, you waste money, and you lose a ton of money as well. And I'm going to prove that to you using this graph. This graph comes from the Wonderland protocol in their documentation. And they were talking about getting 2% per day only. As we saw here, currently, the rate is going to change, but currently we're getting 0.9% every 8 hours, so that's over 2.7% per day. This is even better than this graph, okay? Now I'm pretty sure they're not going to maintain 1.9 million % over the whole year, but I just demonstrated that even only at 40,000%, we're making a lot of money, okay? Now, you look at this graph. This is 365 days. Okay, this is the first 50 days, the first 100 days, the first 150 days, and then the first 200 days. Okay, what's under the curve is how much money you're making. Are you making a lot of money here? No. Here? No. Still no money. It's 150 days and we're not making a lot of money. This thing barely took off the ground here. So if you sell here, you're not making a lot of money. Starts becoming more significant around here. We can see the difference between the blue curve and the flat line here. Then look around here. The last 3 months of the year is when you make the most money. You're making an astronomical amount of money. Why is it going like this? Because it's compounding. And the longer you compound, the greater the rewards are. This has to be very clear. People that are losing money on Olympus, Wonderland, Giza, and all the other own forks right now, even the good ones, they're losing money because they're selling right here. They're not even waiting 50 days. They bought it yesterday and they're selling it today. Okay, why? Because they saw the price go down and they panic. Okay, and they don't stay stake for a day even. Okay, the smart people will stay stake as long as possible because they're gonna make a ton of cash. Don't you like cash? Don't you like to make a lot of money? If you want to make a lot of money, this is the easiest way in the world. Easiest way. No effort. You buy a token, you stake a token, and then you chill, you watch Netflix, you drink some beer with your girlfriend or boyfriend, and that's it. You just let it do its magic, okay? Let the compounding work on its own. That's how banks get so darn rich. They use this. Okay? That's a secret. Why do you think the bank buildings are always the shiniest and the tallest and the biggest in every city on the planet? Because they use compound interest. They make money that they suck out of your pocket. Now finally there's a way for you to make money like the banks are making, and even better than the banks are making. But now you sell your token here, oh, and you lost money. Well, why are you selling it? Leave it staked. You really need the cash now? Why did you invest there in the first place? Okay? Invest money you don't need, okay, to eat and pay your rent and that kind of stuff, and then just leave it there. Leave it there. Don't worry about it, okay? You just stay staked. Okay? Is this risky? Yes. This is a new protocol. It's small. Okay? If you look at this here, there's only $5 million in the treasury, but that's normal. It's only 2 weeks old. Okay? I'm not worried. Okay? This is most likely this is gonna grow over time, unless they go crazy and they raise this APY even more, okay, which they shouldn't. They don't need to, okay, because that's going to eat up their treasury. 1.9 million%, come on, that's an amazing rate. And even at this, they could maintain this for 133 days, okay? The calculations I did on the calculator were for a much lower rate, and we saw how much money we can make with this, okay? So don't go nuts, okay? Don't sell your tokens. Stay staked, okay? Now, because it's risky, because it's a new protocol, don't put your entire portfolio on this one. Put a little bit. Put like 1%, 0.5%, okay? And diversify, okay? I'm invested in 10 different forks, Olympus forks right now. Most of them very tiny amounts. Those that I put more money on are the oldest ones, OlympusDAO and Wonderland. Okay, I put more than 1% on those. I put a significant amount, about 5–10%, depending on which one. Okay? But all the other ones, it's like 1%, 0.5%, okay? Because they're smaller, they're newer, they're riskier, okay? If they become more established, maybe I'll increase the percentage, maybe, if they're successful. But if they're not successful, I only lost 0.5% or 1% of my portfolio. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. A lot of people are getting depressed now because the market is tanking and they see red everywhere and they're losing their mind and they want to commit suicide and whatnot, or divorce their boyfriend or girlfriend because they lost them money and whatnot. Don't do that, okay? Stay staked and be patient, okay? Selling because you see the price go down is the stupidest thing, okay? It's not a reason for selling. Okay, especially not rebase tokens that give you million% APYs. Come on. Be logical. All right. Anyway, to finish with the project, you can find news on their Giza, and I'm very impressed by the fact that they've got 12.5 thousand followers already. Okay, that's much better than a lot of other OlympusDAO forks. Okay. So here they've got their roadmap. You can read about that. Now, I like this picture here. Paper hands go this way, and those that are invested in the Giza go this way. Which ones are going to make money? These guys, not these guys. These guys sell as soon as the price drops like 5% or 10%, and they panic. The whole market is going down. It's normal that all the tokens go down. And if you invest in a project like this Olympus fork, okay, the interest compensates you for the downturn. And at some point, the market's going to go back up and you're going to make even more money. Just use logic. All right. They have a pretty good Discord channel as well. There's over almost 12,000 people in there already. Okay. Now, warning. I told you it's risky. If we search for audits, they don't have an audit yet. However, it's undergoing an audit according to this guy here, King Khufu. King Khufu seems to be in charge of this this project, at least on Discord. Okay, so if you have questions about audits, you can ask him. He says that our audit is in process too. So apparently they have an audit undergoing in process right now, which is good news. I like to see audits to make sure that the code hasn't been modified so that Khufu and his team steals the money. Okay, I like to make sure of that. So I want to see the audit when it's done. Okay, it's going to give me more reassurance. Okay. I don't think they've been KYC'd yet, but they have a multiple signature here. That means that it requires more than one person to take the cash out. And typically when you do a multi-sig, you try to have somebody outside the team, and usually a person, an influential person, to be listed on the multi-sig, just to give people confidence that Khufu and his team are not going to steal your money. That's it for this video. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. Download the free book. all you have to do is click the link in the description. You type your name, you type your email address, you hit the submit button, and then you get a big fat button that says download the free book. And if you don't want it for free, you can buy it on Amazon, give $5.99 to Jeff Bezos, and Jeff will send me a whole $1. See you.